Run it. I can't take no loss. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, yeah. Run it, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year.
Okay, what's good, people? Welcome back to the 2Heads podcast. And I am Moctar.
Kav, what's happening?
And guys, today we said we're sitting, just me and the boy here, and we just gonna have a little ramble, a few things that we've been through. We are on like our 17th, coming up to our 20th episode. Mm-hmm. And in my point of view, we're fucking smashing it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. What a rush.
Yeah, what a rush. But yeah, guys, we have had ups and downs with podcasters. We had ups and downs with guests. We had some crazy guests in. We had some fun guests in, some serious guests in. And we are very, very honored and very grateful for every one of them that ever stepped in the studio with us. We truly appreciate every one of you from the bottom of our hearts. Without you guys, we wouldn't be actually doing this. Yes. So thank you, massively.
From 2Heads, we thank you.
We thank you guys, you know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, so if you're watching this, that means you've gone through the critical... go on, take it.
Well, you got it.
The clerical abuse. I'm terrible with that word, man. I'm just going to go ahead and say the church abuse with Darren McGavin. And I said I'd touch on a little bit on that before we didn't start this episode. So what it is about this episode that we done with Darren, it was very deep and it hit home for me. The reason why it hit home for me, guys, is a lot of you have watched it. You probably would have seen the part where he was talking about his age and his age when he was getting abused. And from there on, it really hit home for me. Because that morning, before we sat down for that episode, I was telling you, remember, I was like, my son is the same age as that. And like, God forbid, you know. And same age is the same age that he was saying that. And my son couldn't even tie his shoelaces. Yeah. So when I was sitting there watching him tell me exactly what he was feeling and me asking him what age and all, it really, really hit home for me. And all I could picture is my son at 6 years of age, not even be able to tie his shoelace. And here he is going through that at that age. And it really, really affected me, man. Yeah. I have to admit about that now. It did affect me. I don't cry for many things, you know? Yeah. So like that was a home run for me, man. That got me like unexpected. Yeah. I never thought I'd cry on camera, first of all, never mind bleeding. But it was such a serious topic, and we want to say massive hats off to Darren.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sharing that story with us. What a deep story, like, you know what I mean?
And the courage of a man as well to be able to sit there and tell you about that stuff where, you know, obviously it's a huge problem in the country and people suffer that from years. And sure, the amount of messages we got off the back of the first part anyway. Yeah. Like people kind of going that they've either been there or they know someone that's been there, or my ma had texted me not long after it and said that she remembers going to school and you had those priests and you know what I mean, like all the kids knew but none of the parents knew.
Yeah.
You know? And just the purity and the innocence of a child getting manipulated like that is just,
it's crazy.
Insane.
It's nuts. And and even like I know for podcasters, topics like that are very, very deep, and like you have to know your ins and out of that type of episode. And from us only starting it off as well, we choose to go towards that type of audience and that type of talk. Reason why is because we want to give everyone a platform for them to be able to share their mind and a safe zone for them to be able to talk and actually release some stress or release whatever's going on in their own heads. That's why we have so much different variable of people. Yeah. You know, from trans to gay to straight to everything. We had it all on our chair so far. Mm-hmm. And going forward, we try to bring you nothing but the best out there, outgoing. And look, 2Head podcast is not necessarily being that we have to have celebrities on our podcast. The good thing about this is we work with normal people, real people, so it's real talk and it's real situation that a lot of people has been in themselves.
Can relate to it, yeah.
That can be relate to, you know what I mean? And that's what's beautiful about what we're doing. For me in any way, I think that's what's beautiful for me. Yeah. You know, you have to understand, guys, this is something that me and my brother picked up as a hobby. We're just doing this as a fun thing and hoping that we can grow something different.
Yeah. And I think the funniest thing out of the back of that is everyone's always like, why aren't you doing some bodybuilding shit? You know, that's the one thing everyone's like, why don't you get such and such on from that? And like, that's, like we could do that. And it would probably be very easy to do that. But then it would also be very easy to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we want to push our own comfort zones and try and expand our own horizons as, I don't know, hosts or, you know, interviewers or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like that, it is just a hobby, but you never know where this shit could go.
100%.
So to kind of push the envelope a little bit is something that's not been done at the minute, and it's something that keeps us like on our fucking toes when it comes in here. Like, you know what I mean?
Big time. So we said we share this moment with you guys, and me and my boy will sit down and just go through a few different things, 1 or 2 episodes, and a few things that's going on with us, and just have a bit of laugh with it. Oh yeah, before we start as well, I want to say massive shout out to all the sponsors that's been on with us as well. Seriously,
thank you.
Massive help. Without you guys, again, we won't be at the studio, the time, everything else. So guys, massive help. Thank you so much for the sponsors, especially so early as well. Yeah, we're doing numbers, man. We're doing numbers. So
we outside, my guy.
We outside, man. So I really respect that. Thank you. Because this country, like we're only saying there to Dave, this country is flooded with podcasters. Let's be honest, man. Every second person wants a podcast. Like that's dropping their own podcast right now. And the same advice I got from the likes of Dave and a few other one is consistency is the key, you know. Try and get past the 6th to 10th episode and then just keep driving forward, you know what I mean? Episodes, the beautiful thing about podcasts when you have such a good guesses or good production is don't stress yourself out too much to get episodes out weekly. I know that's the hardest part because the guesses and whatever, and I understand that's how podcasts is run, but if you start the podcast and you really want to do it and you're doing it on your own and you don't have the back end of getting guesses in weekly, there's nothing wrong with dropping an episode every 2 weeks, you know. There's nothing wrong with dropping an episode every 3 weeks, you know, if you want to lay it out whatever way and in time with consistency, it's only gonna fucking pick up for you, you know that type of way. So that's what I'm after learning from it. But I'm glad and I'm honoured that guys, you're tuning in weekly, and I couldn't have picked a better fucking co-host. You know,
my guy.
Seriously, man, respect, bro. Nah, bro.
Likewise, bro. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
We're like peanut butter and jelly, bro. It just works. You know what I mean?
Vanilla bear and brown bear, bro. You know what I mean?
We're the new Charles and Eddie. That's what it is.
Easy. But yeah, so we're gonna dive in. I'll let you take it from here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
The current trending topics of the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to just go straight into that?
Yeah, let's go to Will Smith and Jada, man.
Fucking
Will Smith and Jada.
Pinkett, fucking Shakur Alcina Smith fucking shit going on at the minute. Man.
I swear, I heard that Jada Pinkett Smith was a crack dealer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the days. And that explains the attitude, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But was she a crack dealer or she sold like a bag, one on toys?
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Yeah, people make it out to be anything as well. But I don't know. I'd say the pimp hand is way strong for Will Smith.
Yeah.
Seems that way.
Me personally, I think Will Smith is gay and
she's hiding
it from him. She's holding something. She has to have something on him.
Like
do you know what I mean? Because there's no way. Like, okay, so in her book, she was like, what was she saying? Oh, they're broken up since they're divorced. Well, not divorced, but they've been separated since 2016. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, was it only last year or the year before that Chris slapped Will?
Or Will slap Chris? I think that was last year, was it?
That was last year, yeah. And what was he screaming?
Get my wife's name out your mouth. Fucking haunts me even hearing that.
Do you get me? Like, so, like, what happened there? Like, so they weren't together there, first of all, and then he's screaming, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth," yeah? So, to me, he made a tick of himself,
well, that's why even she says she was shocked. Like, he said that and she was like,
but you believe who though?
No, I wouldn't believe a fucking thing.
Because if you go back on that, you see when Will is making jokes, when Chris is making jokes, and Will was laughing. Mm-hmm. Will was actually laughing like it's jokes. Yeah. And Will should have known that as a stand-up comedian himself. He's a comedian actor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when and then he looks at her and she gives him this little toad eye thing, you know, like yeah. And that's why I gave him that ego and that.
But you know what I think has happened there as well, though, and I've seen her. I don't know if it was when she was talking to Fat Joe, and they do that on that Married at First Sight shit as well, where when someone's talking and they clip to like people doing shit. I feel like those segments are clips from like different points in the night.
Oh yeah,
do you know that kind of way?
Oh, do you think that?
I don't think that because I think she said it on something. I think it was to Fat Joe or who else the fuck was she? I can't remember. She was on a podcast and it was probably her man Stephen Barley. And she was like, he said something about the eye roll, and she's like, yeah, that's not how that went. Like, it wasn't really like that, you know. They've all just kind of chalked that together. And that's what fucking social media does, you know.
Yeah.
But even still, what the fuck are they talking about? Where is it going? Do you know what I mean? Like,
to be honest with you, man, right? So, come here. Imagine being with someone for so long, right? You have 2 kids, right? Yeah? And you've been married, then you are like the love of Will and Smith. You know, it was you're in songs and you have this solid bond, yeah? And then all of a sudden you break up and I understand, okay, the Smith family, the back name, the last name is a business. Yeah. Do you get me?
It's a brand, yeah.
It's a brand, yeah. So to stay together.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now, do your own thing, but we're still the Smiths.
Yeah.
I understand that. That makes sense. But the agreement that you had was in closed doors.
Yeah.
So why are you bringing it out so much for the man? You know how, like, man walk off ego and respect. You know? For you to get caught doing your thing with, what's his name, August?
August, that's it, yeah.
August. And then bringing your husband that you say you're not with onto your own podcast.
Yeah, that was so bad.
And making him cry.
Fuck, it was bad.
Like, honestly, like, what you reckon there, man? I think,
like, you know what my stance is on that type of shit anyway? Like, I think people of that caliber of fame and fortune and all of that shit, like, there's no way they give a fuck.
They can't give a fuck,
no
bro.
way they give that much of a fuck.
They can't give a fuck, you know what I mean?
Like, whatever, like, there's no more money, more problems, but the stresses in life aren't the same as what they would be for people living around here, like, that don't have that type of fucking fame.
Money's not an option, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
but like, but is it okay then to have like a relationship, like a marriage with your kids there, and then have an open relationship?
Yeah.
Is that okay because you have money? Because if you understand this, right? I was reading something. My missus actually told me the kids divorced their parents when they were 14, and the judge actually signed off on that. Can you imagine the craziness in the Smith's house for them to actually, but for the kids to actually get that granted from the judges. Yeah. Like if you look at what's his name? What's his son's name? Jaden. Jaden doesn't have the last name.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
It's not Jaden Smith. Yeah. He does the girl. Yeah. So they actually divorced their parents at a young age, like. Yeah. And for them to get that granted, like.
Yeah, there must be some.
There must have been some heavy sex scenes going on in the house, like, you know what I mean? Will chasing little boys around or something, or something. I'm telling you now, because there's no way a woman could have that much hold on you.
Yeah.
For what? Like, for what?
Well, again,
like,
if it's the whole protecting the brand thing, if you're going to be that thing about it, but now at this point, I feel like they're poking fun at it just to kind of keep it going.
Yeah,
like, it has to be something like that. You know what I mean?
Like the way I look at it is, Will is the celebrity, and Will is the real breadwinner in that. Yeah, like without Will, who is she? Like, like where would you have even heard of her? Like, do you know what I mean? So for me, I feel like she has everything she needs. So even dropping this book is like, it's kaput. Yeah. Shit, it's not. There's no reason for you to open up about someone that has supported you and always gave you the well-being and looked after you, regardless if he's gay or not. Yeah, you can just. No, seriously.
I know, but I love the way you're saying that. Like, it's so sure. Now I put money on it,
bro. I'm telling you, there's no way a man would put up with this shit, man. Yeah. If he doesn't have something, he probably loves getting pegged.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Will Smith likes it in the batty, ladies and gents.
Bro, he has to. Because, bro, why? Yeah. Why are you still there? Because your kids are gone from it. Yeah. It's not like it's kids that you're...
Like, whatever about breadwinner and all that, like that's a was. Like, that's not the way anymore. Like, he's soiled his shit so bad now. Like, I don't know if he'd ever come back from that. Like
that slap, man. That was.
But the other thing with that as well is apparently him and Chris Rock have a history. She said that on the Stephen Barlow podcast.
Oh, come here. Listen, the dates don't even add up, man. I watched the video this morning because I knew I was going to talk about it. Yeah. So the dates that she's saying, even the date that she said that she turned around and said when Tupac got locked up and he went to Rikers, she went to visit him and Tupac proposed to her in prison. And she said no. That's what she said. Yeah. Now, social media investigators figured out that, and they had on CNN. No, was it CNN? No, it was like it would be a big news talk. It'd be like Piers Morgan, but it's American version one. Yeah,
yeah, like a day show. Kind
of thing, like, and they were talking about the dates, and the dates didn't add up because at the same time when Tupac was getting locked up, allegedly for rape. Remember? Yeah. Tupac was going out with this other girl that he was already engaged to.
Oh, fuck.
And she moved closer to to that prison to stay close to him. Right? Listen to this. And at the same time, this is fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah.
That we know so much about these.
It's working anyway.
Yeah, but at the same time, that was when Will got served his first divorce.
Oh, which
But
the last one.
his last one.
Yeah, because he's all the kids in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the time, at that same weekend was when Will rang her. And because in the book, when she gets down, the dates don't match up because the dates that she gave that Will rang her to come to meet him in LA was the same date that she's saying Tupac proposed to her, same weekend. No and that's 5-hour gap, bro. Like, you can't drive that. That's a flight, like, you get me? Yeah. So, there's mad shit about it. Like, me personally, I think, Jada, keep your shit to yourself. Man.
Yeah, no one wants to hear it anymore.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty...
She said Tupac had alopecia. See that as well?
Nigga was bald, man.
Tupac, leave him alone.
Tupac had alopecia. But the thing is, what people are saying is, right, the people that was close to Tupac, you know, Tupac had two girls, right? He was he proposed to one before he went into prison, right? And then when he came out, that only lasted 9 months, and then he proposed to another girl. Oh, the names are there. You can Google it there. Yeah, Google it. And he proposed to her, yeah. And when Jada was supposed to be best friend, he was married to this girl.
Right, yeah. Already, like.
Yeah, he had a different girl already, his son. Like, it wasn't Jada. But these girls are still alive. And they're not talking about Tupac the way Jada is talking about Tupac.
No one is.
This is the problem. The people that was close to Tupac, girls-wise, actually are not talking or trying to use Tupac's name for foundation to build or to sell a book.
Yeah, to try and get some clout off it. Like.
The one person that probably, like, had a night out or something and bumped into them and had a bit of crack with them is using it to her advantage.
Talking the most, like,
Do you know what I mean? Because, like, I read somewhere as well where she was saying, like, oh, they were having sex. The first time they were having sex, she told Will to show up and put Tupac's song on or something.
Oh.
Something like that. Something stupid.
That shit, though. That's fucked up.
It's mad. You get the name out?
No, I can't find the names. Madonna and fucking Khadija Jones came up. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it's mad though. Still, it's mad.
Yeah, no, but it is. She seems like to be the person that has had the least amount of time with him and just talks the most shit about. Like, like it just screams fucking. I have a relevance in all of this now. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Me personally, I think that's a situation for closed doors between you and your partner. Oh yeah.
I don't think your shit should be just given out to the world. I know you're trying to sell a book. Yeah. But you just don't let shit like that.
And like people are now making memes about, are we still listening to this? Like,
no, seriously. But the funny thing is, no one wants to hear from her or Will because you don't know what's fake or. Yeah. You know what I mean?
She was even saying yesterday. She comes out and she says that they were split for that long, and then he comes out with a video. Like the iRobot scene where he's allergic to bullshit, like that's the thing that comes out and there's no context in it. You're like, well, what the fuck? Yeah, it's either true or it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
so
which one is it? Like?
See the video that you showed me yesterday. Yeah, I seen the video on this thing that I was watching this morning, and Will basically when this book is getting out, Will flew to the end of the earth, like in Alaska somewhere. He's somewhere. He's not even around. He's on a boat somewhere. Yeah, and apparently he sent a letter, and they read the letter out on this thing, and it was like. Nobody knows if it's fake or real. Like, is there something that she made up, rang him, and he's like, right, whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? Because he's not really addressing it. He's not really talking much about it.
Which is the weirdest part of it all. Because it's like right in everyone's faces. Everyone knows about it. Like no one's forgot to slap. No one will ever forget to slap. It's cost him a lot of his career.
It's not even that, man. The kids are still touring. His kids are still like, what age is Jada Pinkett Smith? What age of them? Like the younger.
What age of the kids?
The kids.
Oh fuck, I couldn't tell you.
21, 23 max.
At best, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they're hearing this, like, they're hearing this in their yoke, like when they're out with their friends. Think about it. The minute they pick up, like when you open your Instagram now, it's the first thing that comes up.
Always.
She broke the internet, bro.
Always. She's fucking breaking.
She broke the internet.
Now. She's doing me fucking tits in.
So what's the story? Are we boycotting the book or are we going for it?
I'm not reading that shit, bro. I feel like I've read it already. Twice. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I read it already twice, man. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
I feel like I know about more about their relationship than they do.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Like it's just out to air for days.
It's mad, man.
I've
it's
had
mad.
enough, so fuck that book. It can be kept.
Right, so we're boycotting it, yeah? 2 heads here. We're boycotting the book.
It's a no from us.
It's a no. That's a no. Let's not put too much fuel on this one. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, the next one is ironically still the Smiths. Willow. Willow turning down the movie deal.
Oh, yeah, I seen that this
33
morning.
million.
Willow Smith turned down 33 million. 133 million.
Yeah.
She turned down this
Big
morning.
bags. But
What was
again,
it? What was the what movie was it?
I don't know.
What was your one, the actor?
That was Cameron Diaz movie.
Cameron Diaz movie that was, yeah. 133 million. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that was just something I didn't want to do with you.
Yeah, fuck you. Do you
I
know
like
what I mean?
doing anything on a Tuesday, so it's a no from me. You know what I mean?
But let's be honest though, like you said earlier, like would that affect them though? Would that affect her? Like,
that's bus money, that is.
do you know what I mean? Because I know she's like the face of what's that perfume? She's like a face of one of the big name perfume right now that she got millions.
But that's what I'm saying.
For.
Like,
Yeah.
they touch anything, it turns.
I have to give it. Another thing I have to give it to these kids, man. They are very talented, man. They've been making money since they're young. Like, if you look at like her even, like her music is popping, bro. I have to give it to her, man. I do play some of her music in the gym, and I think it's. I know you hear my name. She's real rocky.
Yeah, it's kind of alt shit. Like,
it's
different, but it's good.
It is. It's good.
She's fucking doing well on charts. Like, that's
I have to give it to her. She has her own little thing going. Like, you know what I mean? The kids I fuck with. I really do. I think
Jaden Smith's a bit odd.
Is he? Yeah, he is a bit weird, isn't he?
He was going. There was.
But I fuck with
him
him.
and Tyler
Tyler Creator, yeah. He said it was his boyfriend or something.
Yeah. Again, weird, mad shit. Like,
see, but like, come on, man,
I
monkey
feel
see,
like they
monkey
do
do.
all that shit and then go home and laugh.
And laugh
in the
at
same room together, like, and they don't care about anything, and they're just like, yeah, people believe that we're fucking gay lovers.
It's mad. Social media. Do you believe everything that you see on social media?
You can't, bro. You fucking couldn't. Sure, even that Jada Will thing, like, there's no consistency to that story on any side, and no matter where they're popping up, talking shit about it, they're like with full conviction, like, yeah, no, this is what happened. And the next day there's a post going, no, that's fucking didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Mad.
You never fucking believe any of that shit.
And then
I
you
well
see-
believe that young one though turned that down and didn't give a fuck about
Didn't
it.
give a fuck about
I'd
it.
say she didn't even bat an eyelid.
Yeah, and the
Whatever it
brother.
is, they will take it. Just
The brother's weird, but yeah, the brother was one of the cutest kid when he was growing up, man.
yeah. Sure, he was Karate Kid,
The
bro.
Karate Kid. That's what I was about to say. And then remember him and Justin Bieber done a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Justin Bieber done a tour, man. Do you remember that? Fucking bleeding celebrity kids, man. Dickheads.
They're all crackheads. It's a shock, innit?
Yeah. Oh, that brings me on to Beaver, man. Beaver is strung out, bro.
Oh yeah, he's bad.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did you know that, bro? Justin Bieber. Strung out, bro. Crackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's a crackhead, bro.
Sure, but he's definitely had he had problems as well.
No, there's videos of him buying crack, bro. Him and what's her name? Selena Gomez?
No, that's
No, not
Hailey,
Selena.
Hailey Bieber, isn't it? That's
No, not Hailey Bieber. Not his wife now. Like before her.
Oh, from before that, it would have been Selena Gomez.
Selena, yeah, the two of them. I seen the video, bro. It looked so sad.
Yeah.
It looked horrible. Like, yeah. I seen the video of them buying crack, and your man that was selling it to them was recording them. Yeah, your man that was selling it to them recorded them because he didn't believe it. He was like, Justin.
No, fucking
because there's a
way,
part.
like,
There's actually a part in LA. It's like a street. And like when you go there, it's literally just for drugs. Like it's known for it.
kind of
It's,
shit,
yeah, and there's these where it is. There was these like there's a toilet where the crackheads go and bang up, and it had checker floss. You know the black and white floss, checker floss, and the two of them were in there buying it off him and going into the bro. It was so, and I'm a Beaver fan, and I believe. Look, me personally, man, if you're strung out and you get help, I still respect you. I still respect you as I feel like people that's strung out, it's not that, oh, they're not human anymore. Yeah, they could have been in the hard place, you know. The only thing with me is, like, from the area we came from, because there's so much information there about heroin, about crack, that when I see young fellas my age or younger go and do it, it hurts me. I'm like, how are you, after watching everyone else, do you know what I mean? Because let's believe this way, right? Let's say my ma's age group, yeah? When my ma's age group, when they first came here, say for example, even my mate's dads or ma's or whatever, yeah? When heroin hit the scene, it was like weed.
Yeah.
They actually didn't know what it was. Let's be that serious. They didn't know what it was. They didn't know the effect or the long-term effect of it. So they just took it like a party, you know? It'd be like doing coke.
Yeah,
that's what it was like back then.
I was saying that, Monique, I think, was saying that, wasn't it? Like, she had a bit of a history.
She said something like that. But yeah, that's what it was like for them, like, you know what I mean? And like, when it actually start hitting the fan, really, really hitting the fan, when people start getting really, really addicted, was like when gaffes and robberies now start going up. You know, like, your ma's chain getting robbed by your own sister or your own brother. They start realising this was actually killing people. People getting found overdosing.
Fiends over it,
Oh, man. But them, I feel sorry for.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from? Because they didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
Yeah, it was like blindly kind of falling into a trap that it was going to be that. You know?
Yeah. I feel sorry for people like that, and I really do. I really, really do from the bottom of my heart. But when the young fellas go on and now, it's hard for me to feel sorry for them, bro. I'm not going to be dead. I'll be dead honest, because the reason why is there's so much information out there about it. And I get it. A lot of people are in a hard place, you know. There's a lot of young fellas in the hard place where they don't have their mas and they're in the house with their mas and dad are still doing it. And all they see is monkey do.
It's
like
their
monkey.
environment,
you know. And I get it, and I'm hurt, and I hope somebody reached out or they get a good friend or somebody to help them choose whatever journey. To help them through that journey. But when I see young fellas like around the estate that have good parents, good father, good everything, like, you know what I mean? They have everything going for themselves, and then they fall into that.
Yeah.
It's hard to really, really respect that, you know, that type of way. It's hard to really understand why, like, why, when you know. Yeah. Me and you were sitting in the field there, you were slagging.
Yeah, those type of guys, yeah.
Do you get me? I'll bring you back to one of the earliest days when I was in Bon Oaks, like early days, right? So at this time I was just going into secondary school. And I used to hang out with, I'm not going to drop any names, but I used to hang out with a few group of lads, and one of them, I'm not even going to drop a name, but two of them, what they start working for or whatever, trying to make a few quid or whatever, And gentlemen, two solid lads, like, they were my best mates, like, you know what I mean? But we all go apart as we get older, you know, that type of way. So, they were two solid lads, and they start selling it, and they were jokers as well, and they'll do mad shit, like, as in, like, oh, this fella coming over to get it, and they put it in the arse crack. They put, like, you know, score bags or 50 bags, they put it all in the arse crack, in the arse crack, like, and the junkie will come to buy, right? An addicted person will come to buy whatever off them, and they'll take it out and be like, oh, watch this, and they give it to the person, and the person will be, you know, opening there in front of them, and everyone will be laughing, and we're all kids, like, you know what I mean? But everyone will be laughing, like, oh, no way, and everyone will be doing mad shit with the bags, and junkies, I hate saying that word, junkies.
I know, but
I hate saying that word, junkies, but we'll be putting it in their mouth, you know, because if you don't know the street, one thing I will give you is when somebody when a junkie or an addictive personality, how can I say that without saying junkie?
An addict,
When an addict, I'm very sorry for anyone that offended saying that as well. I know it's a bad word. I apologize. It is what it is. But an addict. When an addict comes, back then, one thing I realized, and then I've seen it in the likes of Top Boys, different movies, is when an addict comes and buy 3-4 bags. They don't carry it the way that if I was to buy a 50 bag of weed, I put it on my jocks. They put it in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Because the bags are so small.
Yeah.
They put it on their mouth and they put it under their tongue. But that's how young I was when I learned that. Like, I was 4th year in school.
Yeah, like 12, 13.
And I knew that was the thing that addicts did.
That's what they do, like,
So the boys were taking the piss out of it. So when they had like 10 bags, for example, 10 score bags that they were going to sell, they put it in the arse cracks, in between their foreskins, in between, you know, like they put it mad shit. And then an addict will come and they'll just hand them, oh, how many you need? 4 or 5, blah, blah, blah. And then you just watch them up, and everyone was laughing. But see, these two boys got strung out on the same thing.
Oh, fuck.
This is what I'm saying. Like, how? How is that even possible?
People melting away.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
And it becomes you, like.
Yeah, and then it becomes you, and then you're looking for Pete. Like, how?
Yeah, no, fuck.
How in the hell? Like, when you knew this situation, like.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Weed does not lead you to fucking smoking crack or heroin. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Definitely not a gateway drug by any means. Yeah.
That a fucking hope in hell, man.
Nah, unless you're smoking a weed, smoking a doob with some crack in it, then that's a different story. But you shouldn't be doing that.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Weed, some crack in it.
What?
A lot of people try that, don't they?
Oh, people do
smoke weed and big. Like a lot of people.
That's well, like people smoking ease.
Have you got a bit of tissue, mate? No.
People smoking fucking ease and fucking like just doing mad shit, like.
So you know what I mean? But like, I've heard so many lads smoke weed, and then put a bit of coke on it.
Yeah.
I've seen so many lads doing that now. To me, basically, you're smoking crack, man.
It's mad though as well. Like, and it's funny. Like a lot of it's down to where you're at as well. Like remember I was telling you, I was talking to a Spanish chap only recently.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I can't remember. He was on about going out to a party, and I'm like, because I know he smoked weed, and I was, you know, what's your thing? Party drugs aren't my thing, nor is partying. So that's why that kind of those two things kind of go together. But he just started talking about smoking fucking meth like it was nothing. I was like, bro, meth? Like, are you fucking serious? He's like, and he's looking at me like I'm mad. He's like, yeah, what's the big deal? I'm like, yeah, but it's fucking highly addictive. And
I told you the story when I was traveling off at New Train and all, didn't I?
I don't know.
I was telling you about the athletes, and we were in the room and all, and they'd be talking about what they do at the weekends and all.
Oh yeah, the same shit though.
And the boys, like, they'd be talking about crack, smoking crack, meth, mad shit, and I'll be like, whoa, wait there for a second. And they're like, yeah, just the weekend, no one's addicted. I'm like, mate,
What the fuck, like?
the crack user getting in our country must not be good, because yo,
If you're not getting hooked on it.
if you're not getting hooked on it, because like I know lads here smoking it the first time, second time, and they're boom, they're gone.
That's it, you're gone. Yeah, it's not a lot of fucking opportunity to be backing out of that.
You know what I mean? It's something that you just at this age and day and age, guys. It's very crucial. There's so much information out there, you know, and I know, and plus, trust me, man, I know a lot of people. Some people, I'm not gonna say everyone, do it to get away from whatever reality that they're going through, and with that, seek out for help and see where you can get your help.
There's always
from, you know?
other ways, better ways, and like fucking talking is the biggest fucking thing you can do for anything, no matter who it's to. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Smoke a doob and fucking relax. Do you know what I mean?
Doobs, yeah, one thing, doobs. Come on, man.
Doobs, man.
I mean, smoking doobs since I'm fucking bleeding, what, 11?
Yeah, I'm not, but doobs.
You're smoking that longer than me, you cunt.
Damn me, fuck.
I know.
I'm mad late to the party, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I only started smoking weed when I was like 20, I think maybe just before I went to China.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
No
like
fucking
late
way.
to the party, bro.
And that's mad. You're heavier than me, though.
Yeah. What's funny is, and I think that's the thing with weed though as well. I don't know how people ever get into it, because your first like 3 goes of it are just like misery. Like,
So you missed the hash stages then?
no, there was a little bit of that when we were knacker drinking. There was lads.
You don't say that, man.
That's what I say. What I
Oh,
want,
just look
man.
at me correcting him.
We've come so far. Bro.
That's mad. We've come so far, man.
Yeah, but that we go out drinking in
Drinking the
field.
field and all, yeah?
And,
Bob a wheelie bin.
Yeah, all that shit. But the lads would always have hash, like, and that's so. But I never forget the smell and the fucking taste of that. Like,
Yeah. I remember the first time smoking hash.
yeah.
And I remember we bought a quarter, and we all put a fiver together. Fivers.
Yeah.
It was 25 euro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we all bought a quarter. And you know that you bone in and all, yeah?
Yeah.
So we didn't know how to bone in. It was just starting off smoking. Yeah. And they bone in and there'd be lumps everywhere. So there's hot rocks, like the size of a fucking meteor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The whole leg off your trousers, like.
But we became pros in it. But one thing, like, my childhood was fucking fun, man. Yeah. Like, you say you buy a fucking quarter, me and you put in 15 quid each or whatever, yeah? We buy a quarter. Tonight, it's my turn to hold it, yeah? You're allowed to have one joint off it, yeah? Because you're holding it. You know what I mean?
I'll be checking that tomorrow when you bring it back.
It's mad. But we used to do that.
Yeah,
we used to do that.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, we used to go on 50. Say we put 50, we pay 50 euro for a half ounce.
Yeah.
And like, that half ounce will last us 4 or 5 days. Like. Do you know what I mean? So it go through 5 people for the night stay.
Yeah. Everyone had a little shot at it. Like,
Do you know what I mean? But they were the good times, man. And then from there, then the weed came in. I remember weed came in, then everyone was smoking weed. And I remember the first time I smoked weed, it was too heavy on me throat, man. I'm not smoking that shit, man. And I went back to hash for a bit. Yeah. I stayed with hash for ages, man. And then I said, fuck it. I started smoking weed slowly, dripping it back in slowly. I remember my first proper stone on the weed. It was in Amsterdam, in a coffee shop.
Oh, yeah?
The green grass? No. Yeah, green, no. There's a coffee shop called Green something. Green, is it Grasshopper?
Oh, I wouldn't fucking know. No, I can only think
it's something like that. Anyway, in there, like something like that. And I remember we went in and I was asking for something light. But that's the worst thing you can do in Amsterdam is go in.
Fuck with you heavy.
Yeah, that's the first thing you can do. Like, if you go to Amsterdam and you're saying to them, oh, I need something light. You get the heaviest shit in the fucking
your
shop,
man
man.
sniggering while you're walking away with that little bag.
Bro, I was stuck to the chair, man.
Like, yeah.
I was stuck to the chair. The first day, y'all know, first day landing in Amsterdam as well. Yo, like you're like, whoa, looking around, looking in the windows, all the girls fucking, you're like, whoa, dildos everywhere, fucking strap-ons everywhere, fucking sex museum, fucking peep shows.
Yeah.
Everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
I smoked in this fucking coffee shop, bro. An hour after we got to Amsterdam Central, because you have to get the train from the airport to get to the Central. I smoked it, bro, yeah. A full day wasted, bro. I went back to the hotel and slept. I woke up at like 12 o'clock or something. I know you.
Yeah.
They gone.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking out, loving the life. Nah. I had to get food and just go back to bed. Like it was the whole day was just gone.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what I mean?
Remember me first. Okay, guys, today's episode is brought to you by Autotechnic Ireland. Autotechnic specialise in car keys. So if you've ever locked your key in the car, we've all been there, we've all fucked up once or twice. If you've locked your key in your car and you need to get in, you need to get out, you need to get on the road, Autotechnic will come straight to you and fix all of that problem straight away. So Autotechnic are located on the Long Mile Road in the back of Wigglers, Unit 113. The sponsors of today's podcast and the saviour for anyone that's locked their keys in their car. Go check them out today. I remember there was a gaff in a place called Magenta in Santry. I think that was the name of the estate. But that's where all the lads that I would have known smoking weed at the time were smoking weed. But there was literally like 4 or 5 young fellas just renting out a little shithole of a gaff.
Okay.
It was a little bando is what it was. But they were all just... And I remember that there was probably about 12 young fellas in a room, probably about this size. And there were just random things to sit on the whole way around. And they were playing that game. Did you ever play Cup?
No.
You get like a bit of tissue paper and a cup. And then just like a paper cup or whatever. And you put the tissue paper over it and you put a rubber band around it so that it holds the tissue on it. And so you have to take a toke and then pass it, and then you have to tap on it.
Oh, tap on it.
If whoever breaks it, you
Yeah.
have to fucking finish the whole thing, or there's some like what's it? There's some like punishment for it, or something like take 50 tokes without a breath kind of thing. And you have lads getting sick and passing out and doing all that shit. I was getting fucked up off the fumes. I wasn't even doing anything in the room. I remember the drive home and it was fucking sozzled. I was like, this is mad shit.
Mad.
But I don't know how I got into it off the back of that because it was not a fun experience.
I think childhood experiences are very important, man.
Yeah.
Very important. And that's let me be that serious with you guys, man. And I understand it changes through generations. Because because look, any of you remember bonfires?
Yeah.
You know, collecting wood.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we used to collect wood, man. We used to collect wood for bonfire, yeah? And we used to gather. We take Mitches. You know what Mitch is, yeah?
Yeah, leaving school.
Yeah, Mitch had skill and all, and like one of us would sit and gather till the rest come home, and next day it's you that's have to take the Mitch, and then go on like that, and waiting for some cunt to come around the corner and you trying to take care of wood, you know?
These fucking pallets are mine, bro.
Bro, we used to have serious crack. We'll stay in the field all day, smell a shite off us.
Yeah.
Smell a shite off you. And like chasing horses all day and all, right? Yeah. Setting up fires, standing around fires. Can you imagine? Do you ever stand around fires? Like, you know, like just stand, the smell, you know that smell? And then you go meet a girl on the wall and she be probably wearing the same tracksuit as you and nobody gives a fuck, bro. Yeah. Them days are gone.
Ah, it's well out.
Them days are gone, bro. I'm looking at my nephews and friends, kids and all, and in the 18s and 17s or whatever, and like, they're well dressed. They're better dressed than us, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fact.
And like, everything is designer. Everything is like, oh, I have to be tan. Yeah. Have to have this muscle. And it's vice versa in the female. I feel like the female are very, like, I think the kids of today, the females are even in a deeper water than the boys because the females have to. Bro, I'm gonna go back like this, right? If you go back to the state that where you come from, right? The kid that you would have seen when you were playing football on the road, the baby. Yeah, and I'm gonna go back again. This is all gonna relate in a sec, right? Yeah. There's a baby that when you were playing on the walls, yeah? And by the time you're in your teens, you know that weird, awkward teenage moment. Yeah. Do you remember weird, awkward where you have a bit of hair here? Yeah. Weird,
spotty wanker. That's what.
There's none of that anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's none of that anymore. So going back to the girl, like I was saying, the girl that you seen, whatever, yeah, she's probably 18 now, yeah. And she'll look about 25.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way they dress now.
Oh, you can't tell them apart.
It's different. It's fucked up. When we were dressed now, JDs, JD and all. Now kids are not dressing now, JD. They're dressing straight out Brown Thomas. They're dressing straight out fucking the likes of Top Man, High Hand. You know what I mean? So they're dressing like ladies going to work.
Yeah.
Or men. You get where I'm coming from? So you don't see awkward teenager anymore.
No.
It's fucking weird, man.
They have it out. So they're fucking having their bloody fucking driving. They have the fucking newest iPhone. They have the newest this. Runners that cost more than your rent a month kind of thing.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
mad, bro.
It's crazy shit.
It's fucking mad, man.
know?
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's move on. And anyway, let's go on to the topic. I want to bring one in. Like this topic I've been seeing all over social media, and I said, fuck it, we touch on it today as well. Are you gay if you date a trans woman?
I don't know why you both looked at Dave there. Well, Dave. No,
Dave, come and take a seat. Come and take
Dave, come in here and ask this question real quick.
Yeah, I've seen this so much, right? And I've seen like various different things about it, like, and there's a lot of women out there fighting, saying it's not gay if you date a trans woman. You know? Yeah. And then there's a lot of women out there saying, yeah, that's fucking gay.
Yeah.
But is it or is it not, though? That's the problem. Like, what's your options on that? Like?
You know my opinions on this one now, fella. This is a fucking... I'm adjusting. So, I'm all for people doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think if you're happy and you don't care, and that's like fucking hammer away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do your thing. To me...
Be honest, bro. Be honest. I know it's a hard topic.
That's gay. No, I'm only messing. No, that's way worse than what I probably won't say worse, but to me, like, I know the surgeries and the procedures and all of the hormones and all of this shit that goes into it, and I do not mean to offend anybody that's gone through this or is this or any of that, but to me, a man that's turned to a woman has the whole lower half shit on, all of this titties and all of that. Your tongue is a man's tongue in your head. It's just, that's the way I'm going to view it. You know what I mean? Inside your ass is inside a fucking man's ass. They're not changing that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
they're not
Lord.
changing it, bro. The fucking pussy, bro, is a deconstructed penis. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
But it's dick to dick,
This
bro.
is council
It's
culture.
dick to dick. You know what I mean? That's what I say. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm ready to smoke.
No, because it is. No, you're like... I kind of agree with you on that. I do. I really do. And again, we're not trying to offend anybody on this, you know?
I'm just saying, if it was me...
everyone has an opinion.
If I was in the cockpit, bro,
yeah.
If I was driving that ship...
It won't happen.
It'd be right there.
Yeah.
The whole time.
You couldn't... Bro, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, I really do agree with you. Because, like... The reason why this topic, I felt like me and you need to talk about this topic is because we have had trans on our podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I tell you one thing, from having trans on our podcast, it taught us so much.
Massive.
And I have respect for every fucking one of them. I really do. I think human being is allowed to be whoever and what makes you comfortable.
Or happy.
Or happy. And that's the most important thing. But saying that, everyone is human being and everyone has an opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone has a choice.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
And
they're right to feel how they feel about it, and they're right to say no or yes to what they want. Yeah. And like for me, the reason why I brought this topic up is me and my missus are strung out on the married.
Right, the first time. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too, bro.
They just live No, I swear to God, I don't normally watch shit like that in any way, yeah? No cap. I don't watch shit like that, never, right? Well, this time, for somehow she manipulated me into it. Yeah. And I am going fucking crazy watching her. Like.
It draws you in.
Oh, mate, it's fucking deadly. But yeah, so there's a trans on there. What's her name?
Ella.
Her
name.
Her name.
Ella,
yeah. And now, don't get me wrong, Ella looks beautiful. She has everything done. Reconstructive face, reconstructive ass, pussy done, everything. You know what I mean? She has a whole shebang, you know? Yeah. But like, and then there was a fella that came on, the new couple that came on. Yeah. And he was like, and he got a nice girl. Like, the girl was nice, you know what I mean? But there's one
on
thing.
The inside.
What?
She's nice on the inside.
She is. She's a nice person, nice character.
Not much of a looker.
Do you not think so?
Nah.
I think she's pretty. I think she's pretty in her own ways.
Yeah.
I think the nose thing now will be a bit of a problem for me. I won't share a bag of cocoa. I'll put it this way.
Hang me clothes at the end of that thing for drying, I tell you.
I tell you, one sniff and the whole bag is gone. Quagmire. Giggity, 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 giggity. No. But no, seriously. But like, yeah, no, me personally, for his look, I think he got a nice girl. I really do think he got a nice girl. But do you know what the funny thing is? His attitude through the whole thing was like, oh, I don't really go for them type of girls, you know, like the girl that he was talking about. And then it made sense. I'm like, this nigga's gay. Do you know?
Because he was right on top of that thing when it was.
The minute, you know what I mean? And like, and she'd even come out and like, oh, I'm trans, blah, 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 thinking that he was going to say, and he was still loving it even more.
And it was the next question after that was, who would you pick? And he goes, you.
With this weird, creepy, you.
There's mad memes on him though that he just wants to stay on telly. Did you see them?
Do you think so?
Ah, fucking right. Because he's just, every time your one's trying to like get some type of answer out, and he goes, we need to just go back to where we were.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what are you talking about?
He's been weird,
like. He's not been anywhere.
You know what I mean?
He's met like fucking 4 days ago.
What did you think of your man? What's his name with the tattoos all over his face?
Oh, that thing. Bradley, is it?
Bradley. And your one, what's her name?
I can't remember her name.
But yeah, it was real mad control and freak. Like.
That was... See that now?
But you know what?
That shit's triggering to some people at home.
Big time.
Have suffered with that shit.
Big time. Do you know when I was watching that, bro? I felt so sorry for him, bro.
Yeah.
I felt like I just felt like he just couldn't get his point across. Like that's how I came. That's how I seen it. You know. But to everyone else, it was a narcissist. Like.
Yeah, I think as someone like I could relate to an awful lot of the things he was trying to say because I've done all the meditating and the mindfulness and all of this shit and like where you are in your journey, and when you hear someone saying it to that with that much conviction, you're like, there's a sniff of Scientology off it or something. Like this is just fucking weird.
It's weird,
man,
bro.
Controlling he's even like brainwashed to a degree. But I know it's the language that you use when you're thinking in those ways never comes across right to ordinary people. Do you know what I mean? Or people who aren't interested in that shit.
Bro, the shit got so toxic that the council and the people had to actually stop it.
Yeah, they had to kick him off.
And tell them to get the fuck off. Yeah. Like, that you're done, mate.
And they're like, yeah, it might work outside. And he's like, nah,
stay away from home.
Stop it. Like, he's fucking, we'd be fucked now if you do have an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, but in the perspective, like I went and done a little bit of research on him and watched a bit more about him on podcasts and all. He went on his best mate's podcast and he came out clean about what's happening and what's not happening. Yeah. And like he was like, oh, he was on fucking juice. First thing, right? You motherfuckers that keep fucking blaming juice on everything. Yeah. If you're an arsehole already, you're just a bigger asshole. Yeah. That's all it is. It doesn't mean you become an asshole.
Arsehole hasn't arrived.
Yeah, because you're on the gear. Like,
it's been there.
But he was like, his head was falling off, and with his type of structure built and blah blah blah, he went on the juice, and he's been on the juice throughout the whole show, and his head was going off, and his peace of mind and his vessel. He keeps saying his vessel. His vessel needs to be taken care of, and then my vessel wasn't right. You know, all this bullshit. Yeah.
All this shit. I mean, he's always.
Do you know what I mean? But do you know what? Like anyone can come across wrong on telly. That's just one thing that I've come across wrong on podcasts.
Yeah, we both watch back at shit and go, oh, fuck, it's not how I kind of wanted that to go.
Do you know what I mean? You know? So anyone can come across wrong. So I really wish the best for him, man, going forward. You know what I mean? Get help and go from there. Like, but there was one part he said that really made sense to me was with his structure. He's about the same height as you, a little bit taller. Yeah. And he said with his structure, all battled with dysmorphia, like as in trying to put weight on all the time. Yeah. That when he started doing like boohoo modeling and ASOS and all, it was just a pressure to stay at a certain level of shape. Yeah. So he was doing everything to look good, to feel good. You know, on camera, somebody's looking at everything, so he's not hating his body. So yeah, I understand that, and let's be honest though, the longer you are on the gear, the more it affects your mental health.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I mean? That's why it's very, very crucial if you're going to do it, to go seek advices, get blood work, and see where you stand before you start putting shit like that in your body.
I think awareness of yourself as well and those type of things, like who are you as a person really, like as a personality, like like that, like you said, it only exacerbates the person that you already are. So if you're a dickhead and you start taking gear, it's not like you've become a dickhead overnight out of nowhere. You just become more of a dickhead. Yeah. So like that's, you know, and you have to be able to recognize that in yourself. Like that could be avoided for him by knowing what doesn't agree with him. Yeah, you know,
never know. But yeah, and to be honest with you as well, like that show as well, it's for fucking viewers to sit in and chill in. If it was boring, we wouldn't be fucking.
Oh,
so there was,
my missus, right? We're watching this, right? My missus will do this thing where she'll pop the fucking episode on, and then she'll just skip the shit out of it. She skips half the shit, and then we either get to the couch,
to the dinner
part, or the dinner.
dinner.
No matter what episode it is, she gets forward to that bit, and we're sitting there and they're having arguments about things. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, yeah, I know, but all that other shit. Or if the calm couples, anyone with one arm,
yeah,
they're always great.
They're always
skip
great.
that shit. Don't want to have to. No interest.
No interest whatsoever.
I want the tea. That's what
it's mad, isn't it? But yeah, that brings me back to is a gay if you want to date a trans. In my opinion, me personally, I don't know how to say this, but me personally, the way I look at it is like, if you're born into whatever desire skin, I understand if you don't like it, you can change it. But I feel like, me personally, I won't be into it.
Yeah.
I won't be into it. That's just me own preference. You know what I mean? Regardless, it's off, everything is off or whatever, it's just still something there I will never get hard for. You know, that type of way, I will never be able to hold it right through it, and I'll just be, I won't be able to shut this off. Yeah. And like, kudo to everyone that can do it. Like, you know what I mean? I respect you. It's fair play to you. Like, human is human at the end of the day. And if that's what it is, that's just what it is. But my preference is no.
Right.
No. To me, that would be gay.
Yeah, and whoever's down for it, get in an argument. Get in an argument and have them turn around and go, fucking say it again. Like that.
Oh, dickhead.
What did you say? Say it again.
I thought you were saying like get an argument, as in like get into the fucking DMs and get onto us so we can get you on the podcast. No. But this nigga's telling them get an argument with the girl.
Fucking gaslight your woman. Just and
see where, hey Tony.
Don't ever call me bitch again. I'm sorry. Okay.
But yeah, no, because that's one thing we learned when we went to Thailand, right? That's one thing we learned when we went to Thailand, because when we were in Thailand, right, when I was going to Thailand, the first advice I was given is, if any lady boys come near you, just play along. Because you have to understand, they would kick the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
they're the same strength. Exactly. And in Thailand, a lot of them don't depress down their testosterone.
Yeah, they don't do any of that shit. Yeah.
They don't do any of that. So you get a swift kick in the fucking face off one of them for calling one of them the wrong name. Like,
sparked out and teabagged on the side of the road. Do you know what I mean? That's a lesson learned right there.
It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. But yeah, what are we on?
Right, influencer boxing.
Ooh.
Influencing
boxing. Dave, give your thought on the influence boxing, bro. Yeah, what you think of the influence boxing? Get Mike there. Get Mike on there. We gotta let Dave explain a little bit on his side, on his point of view on the old influence boxing right now.
Yeah, influence boxing. I think it's good for business, as in like if you're a promoter, you can make a lot of money. But I think it's horrible for the actual pure sport of boxing. That's what.
Yeah, that's fair.
But do you know the funny thing is, like, I'm gonna be dead serious on this, man. Boxing is a dying breed of sport. Like, it was dying in Ireland. It has been like in Ireland now. I'm speaking from where I'm from. So remember, since the regional hotel. Remember there was a shooting there.
That's right. Yeah.
Boxing in Ireland has been frowned upon. Do you get me? Frowned upon, bro. If you look at any top boxers in this country, that's doing really well for them, I feel so sorry for them, bro. Because what it is they can't even fight in their own country. They have to go to Belfast to get a fight, or UK. Belfast is the closest place they can fight to Ireland, unless you're Katie Taylor.
Yeah, and for most of them, if they're struggling, that's not an easy. If they're struggling money-wise.
Yeah, and a lot of proper boxers, like, say for example, you get a pro fight, they'll be getting tickets to sell. Yeah, and if they have to sell 1,000 ticket, that's £1,000 or whatever. Yeah, and then they have to pay their coaches. Like, I know boxers that fall under the likes of Jake Paul, and then make like, I'm talking 20 grand, like, and these are fucking top pro boxers, like,
killers, like,
and Jake Paul is walking out with 20-30 million, like. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, for playing a game of slaps with some guy.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. But me personally, did you watch this weekend?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
What did you think? Did you think KSI got robbed?
I thought it got like
that's just nigga love.
I think
man. That's just some nigga love, man.
I think KSI. I think it was a shit fight.
terrible.
Yeah, but I think what's your man? Tommy is like a horrible fighter, but I think
Really?
Yeah, I just.
What do you think of KSI? He was a good fighter, bro.
No, I don't think KSI. I don't expect KSI to be any good.
Yeah.
Tommy is supposed to be
Yeah.
the fighter,
an actual fighter.
and he's come from like the Fury family. So you think like he's supposed to be class, but he's not. He's like
No, for me, Tommy, I think Tommy's amateur. I think he's an amateur boxer. But like for KSI, between them two, I understand. Like, okay, boxing is my first love. It always been, right? But I get it. Tommy should have been a little bit better, and he should have been able to pull himself out and counterpoint and actually let him walk the ring. Yeah, he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from? And one thing I will say about boxing is, boys, like if you've done boxing before or you've done any amateur boxing before, like if you get into a ring with somebody that's swinging, like just swinging and running at you, it's very easy to fall into that and swinging back. It's very easy, man. I'm talking the best technical boxers could easily fall into someone swinging at them because they're just trying to protect themselves and just swinging back. Do you get me? And I feel like that's what caught Tommy out. Now, to say KSI got robbed, I don't think so. The reason why is I felt like regardless Tommy didn't do the job that he's supposed to do, he still stood and bop and looked for shots and still done the mechanical work that needs to be done as a boxer. Do you get me? So when they went to decision, I think it's supposed to be a boxing match. So it goes to Tommy. And that's where I think it is. I don't think KSI, me personally, I think the two of them didn't do enough to win anything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But if I was to give it to someone, I'll give it to Tommy because Tommy still had that technical, even though he was messy, he was still looking for shots, he was still looking. Every time he got close to KSI was, do you know what the problem with KSI was? I think KSI was training with Michael Penn, Venom. Do you know Venom?
Yeah, I think of you.
And that's Venom's stand. You know that fucking ballerina shit? Yeah. That's Venom. That's how Venom fights, though.
MMA.
Yeah, that's how Venom fights. You know what I mean? Like that. That cunt will catch you from here, bro.
He knows everything, though.
Bro, toe in the eye, pow.
Yeah.
Back here. What? You see that shit, nigga? You see that shit? You know what I mean? Yeah. But KSI was training with all them. And I felt like KSI thought he was in fucking kickboxing or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck he thought he was in. Like,
that's not how you move if you're in hands.
Yeah, and I felt like he was a sorry loser, man. He was a sorry loser, bro. You're supposed to take your home, like take the feet with humbleness. You know what I mean? Especially with the money you have to make and that night. Personally, they robbed the fucking world. KSI didn't get robbed. KSI robbed the world.
But that's the same thing with the Smiths, where I think they all go back to the green room afterwards together and they all just laugh up and go, fuck that, these fucking ages just believe this shit. Like, I think they just get on with it, make money, put on a show, a bit of a WWF vibe or WWE or whatever the fuck it's called. And they just get on with it and they don't give a fuck. They're different at all.
It's mad.
Next week or the next fight you can fucking say me Maz fucking gay or something.
And come here, a quick question before we move on, yeah? What do you think of Dylan? Like, do you think it was right what he was doing to sell the fight? Like, pulling out Logan Paul as fiance?
Yeah, no, I think, do you know what? I think that type of stuff is, like, it's foul play, but there's no foul play in boxing, really.
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yes, that's a horrible thing. Like, imagine your fiance, the video goes out and like, it's mad, you know what I mean?
Mad, bro. It's fucking mad.
It's the only, like, in boxing, your job, especially if you're especially if you're just like an influencer as well, your job is to sell the fight, bro. Sell that fight, bro.
I'll give you a laugh, bro. Let me give you a laugh. Like, this is how you knew Logan Paul is a pussy hole, bro. The reason why I say that is, right, if you look at Khabib and Conor's fight, bro, the lead up to Khabib's Conor fight, bro, Khabib got married. Conor was ainting his wife out. Your wife has a towel on her head. You know, look, he was, bro. He was saying mad shit to sell that fight.
Defensive, like,
and it's okay. It's the fight scene, bro. Do you know what I mean? Now, Dylan, me personally, I think Dylan. Now, because the shit was already online, you think Logan already knew about it. Yeah. So I want to see that. If that was me, if I was Logan, because the shit was already online, I wouldn't have affected me. Because if you're gonna put a ring on a board's hand, you had to know her. You have to know your missus before you put a ring on it, no? Like, let's be honest, like, I'm pretty sure he knows that she went out with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on, man, you have to know that.
And that's the thing as well, like, that's what, like, I said to you as well, where I'd say I wouldn't be surprised if she was a problem. Like, I want to see if they're together in a year. They're probably not, because he's just like, fucking, there's no way.
I tell you one thing, if they don't get married, Dylan won.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. If they don't get married,
He did his job.
Dylan won, hands down. Do you know what I mean? But that lawsuit shit in the fighting, because somebody's like, look at this, right? He put that video up, right? In 3 days, you got 2 billions. 2 billions view, bro. 2 billions. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
bro.
serious numbers, like.
That's ridiculous, man. 2 billion views, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And then when he got to 2 billion views, I felt so sorry for him, man. He tried to open the contract back up so he can get pay-per-view. Like, nah, man, you already saw it there. You're not getting pay-per-view money.
No.
Bro, like, he got like over $1 million.
Yeah.
That's the best money he ever got in any martial art or anything.
Anything to do with fighting at
You have
all.
to remember Dylan, let's be straight honest, like between Dylan and Logan Paul, I think Logan Paul fucking smashed him. Logan and Paul actually boxed, he smashed them. But you don't expect that from Dylan though. Dylan's a wrestler. He's a wrestler. Like if you follow martial art and you see striker would be somebody that can box and fight upstanding, and then you have like grappler. And that's Dylan. Like, if you're watching One Championship, right? Type in on YouTube One Championship and just go in and put in grappling. Grappling is wrestling. And watch how it starts. Like, sometimes they lie on their back and the other person, the ref will stand there and then you lie on it and then it starts. Or sometimes they come in standing. They can't throw digs. They're not allowed to throw digs. Grappling is not no digs. Yeah. It's about how can I twist your arm or choke your nigga ass out. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Yeah. So, like, I get it. And, like, look, the Dylan robbers, yeah. Because I fucking take that money if I was a grappling. Would you? I'd take that all day. I'd
take that money if I was a baker, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Fuck what I was doing.
I'd take it all day.
But
for you to say, oh, he's shite bag, he's a wetterbed, he's this, he's that. Trust me, he knows he can't fucking fight, bro.
Yeah, the point of it all really was that he wasn't that. Like,
he has to know that he can't fight. Yeah. So, like, who would refuse 1.5 million or even just 1 million? Who? 500K? Give me 100K, motherfucker. Who would refuse that?
€1,000, I'll fight any man. Right
Seriously, though, who would refuse it? Like,
no one would.
I know.
And likewise, I don't think he's doing nothing but laughing to the bank anyway.
Yeah. No, but like, now with the lawsuit, that money will probably have to go to your own now. That's the only thing. Yeah. Unless he files bankruptcy or something. Or
you wouldn't know though. Boys can be smart. You know what I mean? It's all about who's around him.
I would think that if he was going to do something like that, he'd have a plan behind.
Yeah,
they have
to be more calculated.
You have to be more calculated than that.
Like $1 million just to have it blown on fucking.
One thing I know is anything that's already out there online, you can't get done on it twice.
Yeah.
So if your missus, say for example, your missus video is out online with our ex-partner, and say for example, me and you are fighting, and I share that, I can't get done on that. I didn't post that up.
It's not like you held
it's already
that
been there.
File.
Yeah. It's not like you went through you didn't break through a phone, or it's not something that was between the two of us. It was out there for the whole world to see. It was already out there.
You just put it in front at a time where
it needed to be.
More, like,
and I think that's where Logan's missus my fuck up on the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If it's clean now, if it's clean that he didn't get it from somewhere else and it was already online, I think that's where he's gonna win. Like, do you know what I mean? And the moral of this story is, man, don't be spreading your legs for random people, man.
Yeah. I'm recording it. Like, fuck, like, what the fuck? Like, asking for trouble.
But yeah, let's go back to the influence boxing. Yeah, me personally, I think influence boxing right now is putting a light on boxing. It is. It's giving us a little bit of a buzz about it. Yeah, it's shit for the proper fighters. That's one thing I will say. Yeah, it's terrible for the proper fighters. But I feel like influence boxers, after showing proper boxers the money they can make that they should be making. Mm-hmm. Like, come here. If like on that what's it called? Misfit boxing. Yeah. See the undercards. Most undercards took away 40 grand, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's most undercards, bro. They're most undercards on that, like Salt Pappy would have took about 250K. Like most of them would have took nice money out of that. So that's the undercard.
Yeah.
To get where I'm coming from, that's not even the main shit. Now, I'm talking top pro boxers. That's like fucking unbelievable boxers. Are not even cashing out 40 grand a fight, bro.
Yeah, it's not even a fraction.
Not a fraction of it, bro. Even top UFC fighters are not cashing out that much money at the end of it, bro. Like, so it's after giving a lot of boxers realization, like a real.
To give the head a wobble, like.
Yeah, and like the sad thing about it is, if you're already a good boxer, pro boxer, you can't go into the influence boxer. So you're catch 22. That's the problem with it. Like,
pray you get on an undercard. That's what
it's sad. It is sad. It's sad time for boxing, man. Yeah. But like, I think it's cash 22. Like, it's sad and good time because I feel like now. Let me be that serious with you. I think Jake Paul has done an amazing thing, man, with boxing, bro. I really do. I feel like even the way he's what's it called? He has a team now of sponsoring, getting like he's the reason why. Let's say the female boxing, Katie Taylor and all got 6 figure for the first time ever. Katie Taylor and what's her name? Serrana something her name is. She's with Logan Paul's yoke, but she's top boxer from Dominican. And Katie fought her, right? And that was the first time that a woman was able to hold pay-per-view and get up to 6 figure, like top money. And that was only fucking 4 or 5 months ago, bro.
Yeah, because people are watching boxing more, they want to actually watch
boxing. And the funny thing, like, and what was beautiful about it is Katie and Young One was the main card, and then they had the men under the cards. That was the first time ever. First time ever. Normally it's men,
the way around.
And then the women are under cards.
Right the way down on the thing,
And now that we're seeing it now, like, and then what happened? Katie came here, done the O2. She was the pay-per-view. She was the top.
She got the bags.
So it opened the gate. But that was Jake Paul, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That was Jake Paul, like, you know?
Look at the impact across the world. Now you have, I know micro-influencer is fucking offensive or not now, but like now there's, how many boxing events like this has there been in this country since then? There's
one in the Red Cow very shortly, man. Let's give these boys a plug.
Yeah, plug actually.
Yeah, there's one in the Red Cow very shortly. It's run by Paul Thielen.
Shout out to Paul.
Shout out to Paul Thielen. There's a few big names, a good close friends of mine fighting in it. That's going to be one. Keep an eye out on the Red Cow page and Ben Williams' page as well. Ashley, keep an eye on that. And it look good. I'll be there. I'm there tomorrow, Ashley. Tomorrow as well. I don't know when this episode's going to be dropping, but we'll probably be past that. But yeah,
you seen him.
I'll be there. Yeah, but I'll be there tomorrow anyway on the weigh-in. There's a weigh-in tomorrow and face-off. And there's a few big names, a few Irish big influencers, if you call influencers big, but that's all they're at. They'll be all at tomorrow and they'll be at the fight. So make sure to get them tickets because I feel like this is going to be a good one for Ireland as well. And it's good to put this shit on the map for the kids as well to look forward to because I know a lot of kids will be following the likes of Conor Ryan, Ben, Moctar, you know, all that shit, you know what I mean? So come and see us, man. I'll be there. Make sure I'll be backstage. I'll be there with the lads, you know what I'm saying? So come and say hello, 2Heads podcast.
Moctar's holding the towels.
I'm the wall boy. I'm the wall. No, do you know what?
The sponge,
I'm the wing girl.
Pot noodle, bro. I have to do it.
Made it. But yeah, that's going to be in the Red Cow very, very shortly. Make sure to get tickets for that. That's going to be an awesome night. Yeah. Let's get back to the topics. What are we on, bro?
What's next? That was the end of it. Weirdest stories before relationships is another one that we put down.
Oh, weirdest story before relationships. Oh my God. Years ago, right? I'll give you a laugh, right? Years ago, right? I met this girl. I was in the backfields getting me horse out. Tic-tac at the time. And I met this girl at the wall. And she watches. I thought she, whatever. She, from my estate. Anyway, I'm not
gonna. Clear, getting your horse out was actually, it was a physical horse now.
No, it was a proper pony. Yeah. Tic-tac. I used to have a horse called Tic-tac and Polo. Yeah. And it was a Welsh pony. And we were young, like, you know what I mean? I think I was 18, 17 in around that time. Yeah. But yeah, and I was meant to meet this girl at the wall. We called this the wall up in there way, yeah. And it was lashing. And we were kissing and anyway and having a few drinks after the end of it. And everything got down. We were I don't want to say it.
Oh, shit.
Oh. I went around the corner and robbed the bin, right? Because I didn't want to lie on the grass. And we had sex on the bin. On the, you know, the black wheelie bin. Yeah, so I pulled her into the ditch. We had sex on the black bin, and then we pulled the bin out and had fire. So it was a good night.
It was a great Wednesday. That's all I know.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what we used to do when we were kids, man. That's mad. Still.
That's mad.
And yourself?
Yeah, mine's not that amazing or special. Mine was, what age was I? I was probably 15, if even, probably 14, 15. And if this woman's watching this, fuck you. by the way. Do you know what I mean? Fuck you for this. This is born in hell shit. This is. But yeah, we're together probably about years. My first proper like girlfriend or whatever, and she broke up with me. But it was how she did it. She told me that she had cancer, and she didn't have cancer, bro. Bro, she didn't have it. She didn't have it. Not even a bar of it did she have. And it was only at that age as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie.
That is bad.
I'm not gonna lie, right? At the time, I was a bit like, oh, phew. You know what I mean?
Really?
Fucking, yeah, I was a little bit like, oh, that's crazy shit. I think I'd only lost my granddad to cancer not that long before that. Anyway, I was just a bit like, that's a bit mad, you know? But I was kind of relieved that I wouldn't have to have been in that position. That's a terrible thing to say, but I'm going to say it. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, geez, that's a heavy
my God.
Right? But it was only about a year and a half later that I was like, she didn't change at all. Like nothing.
She had a new boyfriend.
Yeah. His name was Cancer. I was like, fucking piece of shit. Fuck's sake.
Wow.
But yeah, I think she did get with a black guy after that as well. Actually, I knew him as well.
Yeah, be taking over the world, bro.
The only thing worse than that is when a Navy SEAL is with your missus. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing on top of a black guy as the worst fear for. Right, that was that. I was watching that Shane Gillis one last night actually, and that's what he was saying. My girlfriend's ex was a Navy SEAL.
Oh,
like, how the fuck am I meant to match that? He's like,
Yeah.
the only other fear that you have is if it's a black guy. He's like, and that's what he goes, I want that. He's like, I want my penis to be feared by a whole race of people. Like, imagine just having that. No one fears my dick. That's what he says after. I guess no one fears me.
Oh yeah, man, that is fucking.
Yeah, that was a weird segue, but that was
bad.
That was my weird story.
That's just as bad as fucking bleeding people using like their ma or granny's died for fucking to get a day off work.
Yeah, she threw herself in the bus there. She was like, "No, it's me. Like it's like this is not gonna work."
That is fucking nuts,
crazy.
man.
So I knew you're out there. I'm not gonna say her name, but
At 15, how would you even think of that? Like,
yeah.
I have cancer. I have to break up with you.
And the more I think back in it as well, like she had two of her mates with her. Like I was with two of the lads, and it was one of these like meet around the back of the cinema. And I'm gonna tell you this, and it was like, wow, this is fucking weird. Like, you know, I'd have loved to have been in the other camp, listening to what was being said, and to walk down to that shit.
That's fucked up, man.
So what are you gonna tell him? I'm just gonna tell him.
That's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. That is, man. I thought mine was bad, mate.
Yeah. Yours was a great story. Mine was a fucking miserable one.
Fucking hell.
I'm banging on a wheelie bin. I'm just getting left behind.
But yeah, guys. Yeah, so this is it.
There's only one other thing I have.
Yeah, go on.
Slightly random. Can we all agree that DJ Khaled is no use on his songs?
What you mean?
Like another one. Like I don't need to hear.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I like
It's
it.
too much, bro.
I like
one
it.
or two was grand, but he's literally there the whole way through, shouting shit.
Bro, I like it. I think that
And
makes
I get
the music.
production thing and the credit and all that, but like, fucking go away, will you? His own missus does be sick of him. Do you remember? Did you ever see that when he's walking out?
One thing, there's one part that I like about it when he's in the new album is like, why are you dead looking at us jealous? If you're not with us, then you're not winning.
Yeah.
Why don't you come over and win with us? I'm like, yeah, nigga, man, I love this shit, man. I like it. I fucking like it. I really do.
So, I love a Khaled album. I love it when a Khaled album comes out because there's always just mad
kills it,
features
bro.
that you never get.
It kills
But
them.
it's just it's that fucking screaming in the back of my ear. Like,
And yo, come here, do you think Diddy's gay?
Brother Love.
Brother love, man. Brother love.
Fuck, he could be.
I think, buddy, like, there's so much out there, man. Even his own bouncers are saying, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So,
But then again, it's hard to know because you know these people are trying to get money from anyone.
but it's sad if he is, because they just couldn't come out, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're gay, you're gay. Who gives a fuck, like?
He has bigger problems at the
You know
minute.
what I mean? Yeah.
He has bigger
Brother
problems.
Love is looking at time, man. He want to suit up,
Yeah.
lawyer up a bit.
Yeah, man, that Dwayne Keefe guy or something said that he was
Keith
fired
D
by
or
him.
something. Keith D.
Yeah.
Keith D, I think. But yeah, no, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you have listened to this bullshit, hate that.
Be sure to follow us. Be sure to follow us, to like this shit, to subscribe, do all of the good things, share it with your friends, let everybody know. 2Heads podcast.
Hey, yo, do you see it?
Oh.
These are samples, guys. These are samples, yeah?
Show them the drip.
Soon enough if you're on our yoke. Which one? Which? Nigga, did you see that shit? Don't put this out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this shit will be dropping shortly.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're just going through samples on snapbacks, truckers hats. It'd be cheap. It'd be cheap. I swear. I promise you, it'll be cheap. And we'll have it in the bios very, very shortly. Not yet, but soon. Yeah. So
well, the time is right.
Yeah. Yeah. And guys, and I know a lot of you are waiting for us to drop more shit because there is more shit coming. You just have to stay tuned, man. We got some crazy shit fucking lined up for you guys. And honestly, love, respect, and make sure you share.
Always.
Peace.
Bye.
How long was that one? If you're fucking with us and you like exactly what we were doing, everything we talked about, make sure to do what?
Follow, like, share, subscribe, YouTube or Spotify. No matter what you're listening or watching us on, be sure to hit all them buttons and run up them numbers, my guys. Know what I'm saying?
You better.